She left after everything I did for her, after the gifts, the late night drives, the sacrifices, the patience, the love I gave. All of it meant nothing. Let me tell you the truth that hurts more than heartbreak. Women don't care what you do for them. They care about one thing, and it's not your effort. It's how they feel when they're around you. You can spend months building a castle for a woman, and she'll leave it behind for a man who makes her feel something in one night. You gave your time, you gave your loyalty, you gave your heart, but she was loyal only to the experience of herself when she was around you. And when that feeling faded, so did her loyalty. But I treated her right. I never disrespected her. I gave her everything. Exactly, you gave her everything, except the one thing she craves but can never say out loud. Your psychological strength, your emotional control, your masculine edge. Welcome to Stoicism, where we don't cry for answers. We face brutal truths like warriors, and we rise through wisdom, not validation. If she left you, good. Now you'll finally become the man who never chases love, but attracts it by existing. Let's begin. Section 2, the hard truth. Setup, you were taught wrong. They told you, be nice, be respectful, treat her like a queen. And you did. You held the door open. You remembered her favorite flower. You checked in constantly to make sure she was okay. You made her your priority, but she slowly pulled away. Texts got shorter. Her eyes lost the spark. And one day, while she said the words that haunt men, I just need space. You're amazing. It's not you, it's me. I just don't feel the same anymore. You sat there confused, asking yourself the question every good man eventually asks. How could she leave after everything I've done for her? Because you were sold a lie, that love is earned through effort. The more you give, the more she'll stay. That if you just keep sacrificing, one day she'll see your worth. But women aren't designed to respond to your effort. They respond to your energy. And when that energy becomes needy, predictable, soft, always available, her subconscious labels you as emotionally safe, but sexually invisible. It's not that she didn't appreciate what you did. It's that you stopped challenging her emotional reality. You became background noise, comfortable, predictable, boring. She doesn't want that. She craves polarity, masculine strength, presence, emotional gravity. She needs to feel something around you, admiration, tension, anticipation, mystery. Not safe like a brother, not comfort like a father, not compliance like a fan. What she wants is to be pulled into your world, not to be the center of yours. This isn't about manipulation. This is about reality. It's about learning what truly influences desire, not what society told you would. The Stoics didn't chase. They embodied presence. They mastered their emotions. They led themselves, and by doing so, attracted others who respected their power. You're not here to please. You're here to become undeniable. And when that becomes your path, she'll either rise to meet you or fall behind, watching you walk away with the calm power she once begged for. Section 3, what women are loyal to. Let's break the illusion. She wasn't loyal to you. She was loyal to the emotional experience she had with you. And when that experience died, so did her loyalty. Loyalty is emotional, not logical. Here's the bitter pill. Women aren't logical when it comes to attachment. They won't sit and tally up your efforts like a scorecard. They don't say, well, he's been consistent for 6 months, sent 47 thoughtful texts, gave me 3 gifts. I guess I owe him love now. That's male logic. Women are loyal to how you make them feel about themselves. Let me repeat that because it will change your life. A woman is loyal to how she feels about herself when she's with you, not to what you do for her. And the moment she feels unattractive, uninspired, bored, unseen, even if you're doing all the right things, her emotions will detach from you silently before she physically does. And one day you'll look into her eyes and realize she left you months ago, while still lying next to you in bed. What makes her stay? What holds a woman to a man is not comfort, it's emotional gravity. The feeling that she's orbiting something more powerful than her. That being near you elevates her, challenges her, excites her. This doesn't mean chaos or toxicity. It means your energy pulls her upward rather than sitting beneath her, waiting to be chosen. She wants to feel your dominance, not over her, but over yourself. When you speak, do your words land with weight? When you walk into a room, does your posture demand respect or ask for approval? When she tests you emotionally, do you flinch or stay grounded? That's what she's loyal to. Your ability to lead her out of her own chaos without needing her approval. Marcus Aurelius never begged for love. Seneca didn't write about sacrificing his peace to be chosen. They understood something deeper: control perception, and you control everything. Women are feeling-driven creatures. They surrender only to those they perceive as more grounded, emotionally centered, and internally driven. So, if her perception of you is desperate, over-invested, emotionally soft, always seeking validation, then no matter what gifts you give, you're dead in her eyes. But if her perception of you is emotionally disciplined, unshakable under pressure, unapologetically purpose-driven, mysterious yet present, then she feels something ancient stir in her DNA: devotion. Not because you did something, but because your very presence speaks to a higher value than comfort, power, direction, control, depth. Women fall for their own reflection. And you understand this. A woman's deepest loyalty is not to a man. It's to how she sees herself through his eyes. That's why a man who challenges her can attract her more than one who obeys her. A man who holds his silence can magnetize her more than one who over-explains. A man who walks away calmly can haunt her more than one who begs her to stay. Because when you maintain control, she sees herself through the eyes of a high-value man. She thinks, if a man like him desires me, I must be something rare. But the moment you place her above your own value, the magic dies. You become just another follower, and she already leads herself emotionally every day. She doesn't need another. She needs a mirror that reflects her best self back to her, not a servant who lowers himself in hopes of being chosen. The real lesson: women leave men who give them things, but they obsess over men who give them feelings. Not flowers, not attention, not approved, but tension, mystery, polarity, leadership, grounded presence. Section 4, the emotional economy: why your actions aren't enough. You gave her everything, and somehow it still wasn't enough. She drifted. She lost interest. She stopped respecting you. But here's what you missed. You were emotionally bankrupt and didn't even know it. The emotional economy. Explained. Every relationship has an emotional economy. It's not about money, it's about value transfer. And value isn't measured by how much you give. It's measured by how rare your energy is. When you constantly give attention, reassurance, time, effort, availability, you flood the economy with emotional currency. It becomes cheap, predictable, taken for granted. Now contrast that with the man who gives less, but whose energy has weight every time he does show up. His time is rare, his approval is earned, his presence is powerful, and suddenly, his value skyrockets. Because in emotional economies, scarcity breeds desire, abundance breeds indifference. Why most men destroy their own value? You don't lose her because you didn't try hard enough. You lose her because you tried too hard without understanding emotional balance. Women are biologically wired to test their strength, not out of cruelty, but out of survival. They need to know, can this man lead me? Can I trust his decisions? Will he collapse under pressure? And if you start over-texting, over-explaining, over-apologizing, overanalyzing. You reveal the truth. You're seeking validation, not giving direction. And validation is cheap. Every time you chased her with compliments, attention, or gifts, you were saying, "Please choose me. Please see my worth. Please validate me." She might smile. She might say thank you. But inside, she feels it. The imbalance. The emotional debt she now owes. And instead of paying it back with love, she just pulls away. Why? Because it's not safe to trust a man who gives more than he respects himself. Be the man she can't walk away from. She didn't leave because you weren't enough. She left because you didn't own your value. Because you thought being available, being giving, being loyal, it was enough to win her heart. But women don't fall in love with your effort. They fall in love with the feeling of themselves when they're around a man who doesn't flinch, doesn't beg, doesn't chase. A man who moves like a king, thinks like a warrior, feels like a storm she can't control. But respect. So don't hate her for leaving. Thank her for waking you up. Don't explain yourself. Don't fold. Don't chase. Stand tall. And let your presence say everything your words never have to. Because now you finally know the truth. Women don't care what you do for them. They are loyal only to how they feel around your power. Be the source of that power and watch what they become in your presence. Stay stoic, stay unbreakable.